Okay guys, this is my mini review of the new Samsung TV I've just got today. It's the Samsung, it's the PS64D8000. See that? 64. This year's model of Samsung's, they're doing a +1 inch on the display, so if you've got the C series you've got an extra inch over last year's model. So there's the box that it's come in. So fortunately I won't be able to do any reviews of the set because unfortunately as it's arrived I'm not going to be able to carry that and get it on top of the unit, so it's just a little preview to what's actually in the box in comparison to the C series last year's set. So in the box we get, let's have a look. You get a few of the cables, the external RGB, SCART, a little cloth to keep it all clean, and then you get the remote. Now, interestingly, my last remote, my 63-inch C7000, came with a different one, which is this one. And if I put them side by side, you can see the differences there. Not sure why, obviously this one's the better one to this, but not sure why this has been on the top end model of Samsung and they've chosen not to go with this one. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I knew this remote was going to be the one they were putting in the new one, so as I got mine as a free upgrade from my C series to my D series, I decided to keep the remote. So there's the remotes and the bits in the packaging that came with. Interestingly as well, the stand on the 8000 series towards the 7000 series that I had, it's obviously a slightly different stand. Also as well, my C series that came in the box, it is actually connected to the telly, so this time it's going to require a little bit of manual work to get that on there. And then onto the telly itself. As you can see, you may or may not notice if you're aware of Samsung, but they've made the bezel slightly slimmer. So just around here, you get an extra inch. So as a result, it's the same size set as last year's, but they've just reduced the bezel somewhat here. So you're getting more screen space on there. Just have a look. Go around to the back so you can see the profile of this. It's really slim. Just a comparison, I'll put my finger on there. It's 1.5 inches thick, that. Very similar to the size of last year, apart from I've noticed the back is actually different. The 7000 series had some sort of difference on the back paneling itself here. But it's basically, obviously, it's in the same shell, just a slightly different back cover on it. We'll go over to the inputs. We've got HDMI, so you've got HDMI 1, 2, which also carries the ARC channel, so if you've got any music sources that you need feeding back, you can do it through there. HDMI 3 and 4, USB 1, USB 2 up here, and a digital audio out. And then you've got the usual PC in input there, antenna in there, and antenna 2 in for satellite, and the audio video for the RGB, and an external RGB here as well, and the power source. And there we go. So I mean, obviously without having this fired up, you're not going to be able to see the set going. I'll probably update one in the future showing it running, but all in all, it's a really nice set. I was a little bit worried about the frame on this, but with it being silver as opposed to the darker colour, but now it's actually growing on me. Interestingly, the American version of the 64-inch D8000 Plasma has a slightly different bezel. It's same size, same dimensions and everything, but the bezel is actually darker. And that's the PN64 D8000 in America, whereas in the UK it's PS64 D8000 for our plasma. So that's the TV pretty much. Hope you enjoyed my little review, and I'll post back with some footage of this thing running when I get someone to help me get it on there. Alright, cheers.